Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle. Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Miami Dolphins. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Tua going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 44-yard line.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 44. On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Second down and 8. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That'll be caught by Rodgers. He's got room at the 30, and he takes it all the way down to the 22. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Barber on 1st and 10. Brought down at the 20. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Herbert. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Barber will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Dolphins nothing. Jack Fox set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. That two is going to change things up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 36.
2 and now on first down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. 2 and a throw again. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
A quick throw outlined to Mooney. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of it.
And now off to the races down the right side. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Chargers.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Tua. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Throw caught by Achane. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
On second down, Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody. But those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a give, running right, Barber. Taken down at the 42.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. On the move past the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And the Chargers first down.
A run up the middle with Barber. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Motion man is Schwartz. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On second down, Barber. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Barber. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll stay on the ground with Barber. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From 10 yards out. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half. Take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Tyreek Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 57 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
This is the one, boys. Here we go. Make some good plays today.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Achane gets it from the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I'd say they learned from his costly red zone pick earlier in the game, because this time he puts the throw away from where any defender can make a play on it. Unfortunately, he also sailed it over his intended target, and that doesn't work out well either.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Sanders' kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. A final shot before the break for Herbert. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Third quarter starts with a run by Barber. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that's incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Herbert now. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Watch out for Hill on the return. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
On first down, Tagovailoa into a double team, and it's intercepted. This one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Dolphins 13. Jack Fox set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick six. Looking deep here from Mooney. Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 41. I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there. But obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Herbert has it knocked free. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable two-score lead here in the third quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Flushed out right. And two are going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now Tua signaling to change things up. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Complete idiot!
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the gun, it's Tua. That's complete to Mooney. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run, Achane. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Tua going to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. The kick by Sanders is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Dances by him. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's a handoff to Barber running right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Bradley Chubb Charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Let's go.
Here's Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, you can get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
That's garbage.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Give them a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Tua sets up to pass it. And this will be caught by Mooney. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Tua to throw again. Gets this one to Hill. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Complete to number 10, Tyreek Hill.
Here's Tua. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
What are you doing?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Solo left side on. Solo left side on.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Tua now on first down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Tui Pelotu able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. On second down, Tua. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down.
Are you kidding me? Really?
No sign of Tua departing. Fourth down. They're going for it. Hill going to go in motion right.
Hey, 21's here. Let's go. Ready.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now Tua going to change the play.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Set for a big two-point conversion.
Watch it, Oscar.
The two are going to try and throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. They'll run with Barber here, right side, to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Second and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Once again, it's Barber. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The middle they go with Barber. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The recipe's pretty simple, I think. Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
You don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. Down the right sideline. And he will have a Charger first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee.
The Chargers, they're going to continue on in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. And with that, we sign off.